If you remember during the 1.2 story, we had to fight a cat Thyran named Pulchra. Well, now in the 1.6 update, she is the new A rank agent you can get. Not only can you get your first copy for free with an event this update, but she also works extremely well with Soldier Zero s-anby. So if you've been looking for a guide on Pulchra, I got you. You can get your first copy for free through the March on Tiny Titan event. This is the top-down combat event. The main thing with this event is that you actually use the trial characters provided for the stages, so you don't have to worry about having your characters up to a certain level to even attempt this activity, so it's very good for new players. Now, getting into the strengths, first up, she can inflict daze off field with her aftershock attacks, and secondly, she can be used with any attack agent. Just as a quick overview, Pulchra is a physical stun character under the Sons of Caledon faction with having higher stats in impact, crit rate, and crit damage. And here are all the materials you're going to need to get her up to max level. For what skills prioritize upgrading first on Pulchra, definitely her core skills. These are going to play a huge part in her kit. After that, I would definitely do her special attack. The assist and the chain attack ultimate are kind of tied. And then lastly, your basic attack and dodge. And here are all the materials you're going to need to upgrade all of these skills. Pulchra's best W engine options, your best bet is her signature box cutter. If you wanted an S rank engine option, Coletta's signature Hellfire Gears is pretty good. If you don't have those two engines, don't worry, there are two other A rank engines you can use. For Pulchra's best drive disc, we're looking at 4-piece Shadow Harmony, which is the new set with the 1.6 update, with either 2-piece Shockstar Disco or 2-piece Woodpecker Electro. For our drive disc main stats, at the 4th disc, we're looking for crit rate, at the 5th, physical damage, and for the 6th, impact. And for our substats, we're looking at crit damage, crit rate, and any attack that we can get. For Pulchra's best team options, if you're free to play, pairing her up with Nicole and Billy with the Bagboo is pretty good. Even switching out Billy for someone like Corrin as well would work, considering her X special attack, you know, the Saw, is really good. Plus, you can activate her additional ability, which lets her do more damage to stun targets. If you're looking for a generalist team, pairing Pulchra up with Astra and Soldier Zero s-anby with the Nightboo is your strongest option. Now, in my opinion, I might replace Astra when Trigger comes out just to test out this team strictly for the Aftershock stuff, but if you don't have Astra, you do have 3 other options. You could sub in someone like Caesar, with someone like Rena being able to buff the party's pen ratio, having Lucy in there as well, since she lines up with Pulchra with the same faction. The last thing I want to talk about is Pulchra's Mindscape Cinema and if it's worth getting multiple copies of her. Since she's an A-rank character, getting the multiple copies of her is pretty easy, so I think it's totally worth getting her up to M6. Like I said, there's definitely going to be some testing and some gameplay I'm going to be putting out when Trigger comes out, because I think all the off-field stun and damage multipliers are going to be kind of insane for some activities.